Hi everyone, it's Desiree. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me for another video. Today I wanted to do a little update on my 100 envelope savings challenge. I have this binder linked down in the description. I really like this one. I had a little container that was, I really love that one too, but it was starting to get too full. So it was to the point where I needed to transition over to this binder system. And I really like this one. It was about $10 bucks on Amazon. Again, it'll be linked down in the description. There are different colorways and all that. But it's just nice to slide them into the pockets and you can kind of see your progress in a book form, which is really nice. There's a little tracker. I'm not a fan of this tracker. I might change this up a little bit. It's just a little bit too colorful. And I don't go goes by levels. So I kind of trying to do more the opposite of this one because it's got little prompts to keep you going. So keep going, halfway there, almost done, finish. My focus is trying to get more of these larger ones filled. And the way I've been able to do that, and I'm going to share how I'm doing that in this video, is by taking some of these lower amounts and pushing them to the higher amounts. That really helped me to fill in a lot of these large numbers, which are a lot harder to save for. So I've done this already once before. I figured right now would be a good time to do it because it is a little bit of a task. I felt like the last time I did it, it was a lot. It was a little overwhelming. That video was very long. I did it in a video, but you can go and see that if you're interested. I'm gonna do it a little bit different than what I did in that video, just to see which one I think is maybe better, because in that one I kind of just looked at the numbers, say for instance this next high number 68, and try to find the numbers I had within this lower end to equal up to that one. This time around I'm just going to take out all the money from these lower amounts and just try to fill in with what I have. And we'll see how it goes doing that. So I'm just gonna start pulling this money out and collecting it on my tray. And then I will have to update, so I have to kind of do this. Hopefully you can kind of see it. Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, I will have to update my tracker and all that, which I'll try to do on camera as well. But yeah, we'll just see what I can get filled, those larger amounts, with all of this money. Like I said, it's a lot easier to fill the larger amounts when you do it this way. So yeah, you can focus on more mid to low range and then just start pushing them to the back because it's hard. I've been doing this challenge for a little over a year. Honestly, you go at your own pace. I've been putting at least trying to fill in one of these envelopes each week. That's been the pace that I've been going at. There's 100 envelopes in here and there's 52 weeks, so you can kind of do the math on how long that'll take by going at that pace. Sometimes I can add in maybe two. I can fill in 2, but honestly, most of the times I'm just doing 1 envelope per week. That has been a good pace for me when it comes to this challenge. It's slow and steady, so with this one. And if you're not interested, before I get any comments, if you're not interested in doing it this way, because this could be collecting interest if you have one of those high yield savings accounts, then definitely do this challenge by just tracking at least on a tracker and just putting it into your account. I will say that doing it this way is a little bit more fun and I find myself saving more by doing it this way. I don't think I would save as much if I didn't have this fun little way of doing it. Also, because I do create content, it's just, visually I can explain it a little bit more. I can't really show you my bank account info and show you me transferring money into one account from another. That's no fun, and I definitely wouldn't want to do that. So for me, content wise, this just makes more sense. But definitely do what you feel is the best way for you, what you feel most comfortable with. There's no really right or wrong answer to it, honestly. It's just a fun way to get you to save more money. And I've been really enjoying saving this way with like challenges and stuff. If you're not familiar with this challenge though, there are little envelopes labeled 1 to 100. You put that corresponding dollar amount into that envelope, and then at the end, once every single envelope here is filled, or once you have, you know, colored in all of these little circles on the tracker, you will have saved $5,050, which is huge. And I actually already know what I plan on using this money for, because I'm going to a few countries in Europe next year, so this money will help to pay for that, which is really nice, because I didn't know I was going on that trip until like a month ago, and I've been already saving for it. Yeah, so I'm good, which is really, really nice. I'm at a good spot for that trip, because, you know, a year, it's a good amount of time to save, but I'm glad I already had a head start to it, and I didn't even know it, thanks to this challenge. But yeah, that's kind of the plan for this one. So right now I'm just taking all the money out. It's kind of tedious, I know, but trying to just organize myself as best as possible. So to make this the least confusing way of doing this. Okay, so I already took out all the money from all these lower end ones. I have all of these already filled. Okay, so my goal is just to fill as many large ones as possible with this money that I have here. So I'm gonna first start with 68 here. So I have 20, 40, 65, 6, 7, 8. So 20, 40, 65, 1, 2, 3, 68. So that is gonna go in this little pocket here. So it'll be interesting to see how many of these I can get filled with this money. 67 is next, so 20, 40, 65, 6, 7. So 20, 40, 65, 6, 7. I always like to double count, make sure I'm correct before I stick it in here. 66, 20, 40, 65, 6. So 20, 40, 65, 66. So far, it looks like I'm going to be able to fill in this first pocket. 20 for 65, 20, 40, 65. So 20, 40, 65. That goes in here. Perfect. Next little sleeve, I have 64. So 20, 40, I'm out of 20s, but I have 10. So 20, 40, 50, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4. So many ones. I might have to condense this a little bit if I have change. I do have a little bit of change. So 20, 40, 50, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's only so much money that can fit in these little envelopes, but they actually do fit quite a bit once you if you slide it in nicely, especially sliding it from like the seam side down is the easiest way to get it in there. Okay, so next is 63. I don't have any more 20s, but I do have 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and then 3 ones. 1, 2, 3. So that is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 1, 2, 3. So 63. Let's see if all this fits in here. Yeah, we're starting to get to the higher numbers, which should be interesting. Okay, because I'm only left with 5s, and I have 62. So this might be a little tricky. I might be able to go and get some change from some envelopes, but let me just see how much I have here. Definitely with these ones, because that's a lot of ones. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. That is a lot of ones. Let's see if I can fit. Let's just kind of push it and see what I can fit in here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 1, 2. So 62. And then I'm left with ones. Okay. I might have to stop. I don't know if this fits, but I definitely don't want to get 60 ones. That's way too many. Will it fit? Will it fit? I don't know. It's a little tight. And I don't want to break it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into my one of my binders. This is my savings binder, and it has money in here that I like to condense, but I'll have to you know, reverse condense it, I guess. So let's see what I have in here. I have 10s and 5s in here. I have lots of 10s. Okay, let me go in here, see what I have. I have 100. I have 20s. Okay, I'm gonna do a 20. So 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna give myself that 20 there. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Put this back in here. And I always condense these kind of envelopes, so it'll get recondensed eventually. And then I'm gonna take these two 10s. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, so that's two 10s for over here, and then this will go back in here. Okay, I think that'll help at least to get that money into that envelope nicely and easily. Okay, so let me count what I have just to make sure I'm putting the correct amount in here. All right, so I have 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 1, 2. Perfect. So I have $62. And I'm going to slide in here. It's a little bit slimmer, so I'll be able to slide that in, hopefully. Yes. Okay, so let's see how much money I have here. I have a bunch of ones. I'm definitely not sticking all these ones into like one on its own. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Okay, I have $29. I can get some money to condense it a little bit. Let me get rid of this. So let me go back into my savings. I saw some 10s. Okay, so I'm gonna get some 10s. 10s and a 5. I have 2. Okay, so I'm gonna get 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm just gonna double check that because the bills were sticking together, and I just want to make sure I'm putting the right amount in each one. So hold on, some of these bills are super sticky. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Perfect. This is my $1 challenge anyway, so we'll just put these all back in here. All right, so this will be better to help me fill in a larger amount. So I have 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So I could do 29 with this. Let's see, where's 29? Which is here. I'm gonna try to see if I have another 5 though, so I can make that fit a little bit nicer in that envelope. I do have a 5 in here. So let me grab this 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this method definitely helps to have more money like on the side if you can, to help condense a little bit, or else if you're using these little pockets, they can only fit so much in here before they start, like, I don't want to rip them. They're not the thickest materials, so I just definitely don't want to push it too hard. So 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Perfect. So this is going in the 29 slot here. I feel like this way was probably a little bit easier. Again, only if you have that money to condense, if you're able to. That actually kind of worked out. All right, so I have a whole new like pocket here, sleeve here filled, and then I almost have this one filled. So then my highest number left to fill is 61, which I feel is a lot more manageable. It's still high, but it's better than filling in these 98, 99s, 80s amounts. So now I can focus on 1 to 61. I do have 29 filled. It's nice to have these lower ones available because there's some weeks where I don't have as much to put into savings. So it's nice, and I always like to try to put something in here. So it's nice to have these lower ones open so that way I can stuff them on those weeks. So it always makes me feel better to like stuff something. Now I do need to update this tracker. Like, again, I don't really care for the aesthetics of this tracker. Eventually I will make my own But for now, I'm gonna just update this a little bit because these are very, very wrong. I need to grab something to erase this, so let me go grab that. All right, so I think a Clorox wipe will work. Yeah, just with a little pressure, I guess. So I'm just erasing all these lower amounts since now these have all been emptied, so I'll have to update this. So that's the other thing when you think about doing this. If you have some kind of tracker, you will have to update it if you like using the tracker. It's not the best, but yeah, it's fine. And just dry it up so I can start marking these off. All right, so all of these are filled. I didn't touch any of those. I'm just gonna get the marker. I'll do this one. And I have up to 62 filled. So I'm just going to go ahead and color in all of these, which is really nice to see. Okay, and then I have, the other one was 29. 29, perfect. So I'm like almost halfway there, but the fact that I have most of the larger amounts, like I said, I'm going backwards from when this tracker is. Like I've done this, what they call level 4. I'm almost done with level 5. And I feel like level 2 and 1 on this little tracker are a lot more manageable. So I'm almost to the point where I feel like it's gonna get easier to fill this challenge and knock it out a little bit more, where I can start focusing maybe on some weeks I can knock out like 2 at a time just to get this going. Again, I plan on using this money for a trip that is not happening until the end of next year, so I have plenty of time to save. And then once I'm done with this, I will put it into savings, and I want to do like a whole like unstuffing of this challenge once it's complete. But so far, yeah, that's my progress for this. Again, this little trick I've learned, I was told to do this multiple times here on my channel. It was something that a lot of people recommend, and I definitely recommend it myself, just to make it a little bit easier to fill those larger ones. It just feels good to see like all these like filled. Love it. And then I just have all these lower ones to focus on. All right, so that is it. Thank you so much for watching as I kind of rearranged and condensed and redid my 100 envelope savings challenge. Hopefully I gave you like some little tips and tricks on how to hopefully make this a little bit easier of a challenge for you to fill and do. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you want to see more, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video.